discussing the definition of terms of film and film development. Ang pinagkaiba lang ng film is kapag tinatawag nating film, alam naman siguro natin yung film before or yung mga nakikita natin nung mga kaunahang panahon na mga luma kapag nagde-develop sila ng mga film or doon natin tinitignan yung pahaba mismo. Then, kapag sinasabi naman natin film development, ito yung process kung saan dun mo makikita or dun na makikita mismo yung kakalabasan ng picture na tinake natin and or kinapture natin. Significance of film. The primary function of film is to record the image, focus upon it by the lens of the camera. The camera recording image is known as latent image because it is not visible on the film. Kapag sinabi kasi nating latent film is hindi naman natin agad-agad nakikita, di ba? Tulad na lang yung mga ngayon yung ibang modern ngayon is kailangan nating hintayin ng mga ilang minuto or seconds para magpakita yung mga yung kakalabasan niya. So kapag naman lumabas na yung kinalabasan niya, tatawagin natin siyang film development.
Dito na tayo sa which is known as film development. Kapag daw nangyari ang pagbabago ng chemical, ang latent image ay nagiging negative image. The film is transformed and now known as negative. Ano nga ba ang negative image? Negative image usually on a strip or sheet of transparent plastic film, kung saan ang pinakamaliwanag na bahagi ng nakuhanan na subject ay lilitaw na pinakamadilim, at ang pinakamadilim na bahagi ay magiging pinakamaliwanag. This reverse order occurs because the extremely light-sensitive chemicals a camera film must use to capture an image quickly enough for ordinary picture taking are darkened, rather than bleached, by exposure to light and subsequent photographic process. Dito na tayo sa basic parts of the film. Sa basic parts of the film, meron tayong base, emulsion side, film sprocket, film frame, at film leader. Number 1, base. The base of the film is made up of cellulose acetate and it can be transparent, translucent, or even opaque. Kasi ang kanyang primary function lang is to support the emulsion in place. Base acts as a support medium for the photosensitive emulsion that lies on top of it. So siya lang yung sumusuporta kay emulsion layer na nasa ibabaw niya. It is the thickest of the layers which support the others or the other layers na meron tayo. Its primary purpose or function is to support the emulsion. Next is the emulsion layer or photosensitive portion ng ating film. It is a thin layer of gelatin containing the light-sensitive silver halide salt crystals. The size of the halide crystals determine the sensitive contrast and resolution of the film. Ang trabaho ng ating emulsion layers, it is the Dito na tayo sa color film. Number 1, top section. The top section of the film is sensitive primarily to the blue light due to the presence of silver halide crystals that react to it. When blue light hits this layer, it triggers a chemical reaction in the silver halide crystals, causing them to darken or expose. However, green and red light lack the necessary energy to effectively initiate this reaction, allowing them to pass through the top section without significant exposure of the silver halide crystals. This selective sensitivity to blue light is crucial for accurate color reproduction, as it enables the separation of colors and subsequent creation of a full color image through the reaction of additional layers sensitive to green and red light beneath the top. Number 2. Yellow filter. A yellow filter suspended in gelatin is strategically coated between the top and second sections of color film to selectively absorb blue light while allowing green and red light to pass through unhindered.
Film sprocket formation. Wolfhound is the process of the film that is used to engage, which at the sprocket tip of the camera facilitate the forward movement or winding of the film during exposure. Fill frame. A fill frame is a subdivision of the long strip of film in which each image is separate from the other. Every time the film advance lever is moved, it is counted as one film frame, thus separating an image. Film leader. The film leader is a found of the tip of the roll film designed to guide the photography for easy insertion of the film onto the film take-up spool of the camera.
Two main parts of film. Number 1. Emulsion. Common examples of emulsion include egg yolk, butter, and mayonnaise. The process of mixing liquids of form an emulsion is called emulsification. Even though the liquids that form them may be clear, emulsion appears cloudy or close, color red, because light is satisfied by the suspended particles in the mixture. Number 2. Base. Example of bases are the hydroxides of the alkali and alkaline earth metals, and the water solutions of amnesia or its organic derivatives. Such substances produce hydroxide ions in water solutions. Two kinds of surface sensitive to light. Number 1. Film. Definitions of film. A form of entertainment that enacts of story by sounds and the sequence of image giving the illusions of continuous movements. Number 2. Photographic papers. Photographic papers is a paper coated with a light-sensitive chemical formula like photographic film used by making photographic prints for various layers of the film. Number 1. The thin coat of animal gelatin. Gelatin also prevents fading of the latent image resulting from the photolysis. During development, the swelling of the gelatin caused by the action of the added reagents allows the reagents to diffuse through the emulsion layers. Number 2 and 3 is parehas na dun sa number 1 tsaka 2 sa two main parts of film. Number 4. The anti-halation backing. An anti-halation backing is a layer found in many photographic film and almost all film intended for motion pictures cameras, usually a coating on the back of the film base. Throughout it is sensitive incorporated between the light sensitive emulsion and the base.
Top coating ay isang overcoating ng isang manipis na layer ng hard gelatin upang protektahan ang silver halides emulsion mula sa gasgas at abrasyon. Emulsion layer. Binubuo ng silver compound ng light sensitive ngunit para sa photographic na layunin. Film base, karaniwang gawa sa cellulose acetate o iba pang materyales tulad ng mga papel, plastic o salamin na sumusuporta sa layer ng emulsion at pinahiran ng non-curl anti-halation backing.
The middle section of the film is known as orthochromatic, meaning it is primarily sensitive to blue and green hues, while being immune to the seductive charm of red. This particular layer plays a crucial role in allowing light to penetrate through to the bottom emulsion layer, where the real magic happens. The bottom section, on the other hand, is categorized as panchromatic, showcasing its sensitivity to both blue and red light, with a subtle hint of green thrown into the mix. However, the level of green sensitivity in this section is so minimal that it barely registers on the importance scale. The bottom section is an intriguing entity, multifaceted faceted in its sensitivity to the two different wavelengths of light. It possesses a panchromatic nature, opening itself up to a spectrum of color, yet showing a particular affinity towards blue and red hues, which interestingly enough are unable to fully reach its core. Additionally, there is a subtle responsiveness to green light present within the bottom section, albeit to a minimal extent that may appear insignificant in the grand of scheme of things. The intricate balance of sensitivities adds a layer of complexity to the bottom section, highlighting its nuanced relationship with the surrounding environment. Non-chromatic. Non-chromatic is sensitivity to ultraviolet and blue-violet color. Is only represent in non-chromatic vision. This unique ability allows for the reproduction of black and white images as well as the capture of colorless scene requiring intense contrast. Orthochromatic. Sensitive to blue and green, orthochromatic film fails to capture the vibrancy of red hues. Instead, red appears as deep shadow tones while green and blue dance across the frame in bright, ethereal shades when immortalized on paper.
Orthochromatic. Sensitive ito sa blue and green light. Pero ang red ay considered as dark tones. Ang green at blue lights, kapag printed ito, ay considered to na light tones. 3. Panchromatic. Sensitive ito sa lahat ng colors and naiba-iba ito sa grupo base sa mga contrast nila or degree or sensitivity sa lahat ng kulay. Ang film ay ang mga common na ginagamit sa forensic investigation kasi nagpo-produce ito ng natural colors kasi ang film camera or our film ay non-edited.
Contrast process panchromatic film. This refers to a fine grain film that gives sharp difference between black and white. It is used in copying documents and photographic fingerprint. High-speed panchromatic film. It is designed from capturing image in low light conditions or fast actions scenarios. Number 4. Infrared film. Ang infrared pelikula ay isang espesyal na uri ng photographic film na sensitibo sa infrared na ilaw kaysa sa nakikitang liwanag. Magagawa ito ng kakaiba at mukhang surreal na mga larawan. Kadalasang kumukuha ng mga detalye na hindi nakikita ng mata ng tao. Number 5. Blue sensitive film. It's a type of photographic film that is specifically sensitive to light in the blue portion of the visible spectrum and in the ultraviolet portion of the spectrum.
So let us now proceed to where films are classified according to its forms and types. So basically, films that are available in the market today are in various forms. They can be in rolls film, cartridge film. Itong cartridge films ay nagko-contain ng 12, 24, and 38 exposure. And we have also the disc type for a disc camera and the diskette for a digital camera. Light sensitivity of the film can be ascertained through its various types. The film can be pwede siya maging either fast sensitive materials or slow sensitive materials. It can be also sensitive to all colors. And light sensitivity also is also known as the speed of the film. Such speed of the film is determined through its ACA number of the numbers given by the film manufacturers.
The different indicators of illumination speed. Number 1. The American Standard and Association, or ASA. This is expressed in arithmetical value. The speed in number are directly proportional to the sensitivity of materials. A film with arithmetical value of 400 is 4 times as fast as one with the speed of 100. The American Standard Association, or International Organization for Standardization, or ISO, rating system in photography determine a film sensitivity to light known as film speed. The higher film speeds mean greater sensitivity to light, enable faster shutter speed and better performance in low light conditions. For instance, a film with an ISO rating of 400 is 4 faster than one with an ISO rating of 100, requiring only a quarter of the exposure time for equivalent brightness. Number 2. DIN. In the DIN system for measuring film speed in photography, sensitivity to light and expressed in logarithmic values. Each increase of 3 degrees of the film a DIN scale corresponds to the doubling of the film sensitivity to light. For instance, if one film has a DIN rating of 21 and other has a DIN rating of 24, the second film is twice as sensitive to light because it's 3 degrees higher on the DIN scale. Number 3. The ISO. In the ISO system for film speed in photography, values are expressed with both arithmetic and logarithmic components. The arithmetic part represents sensitivity to light to the AS scale, while the logarithmic part denotes the film graininess affecting image quality.